All right, welcome back, everybody. All right, on the Screws Golf. My name is Hank Morris. I am a infrequent streamer, but for whatever reason, we're coming down to the holidays, so I'll have some time. So I'll try to do my very best to stream on a routine basis here for the next, 3-4 weeks, and put some favorable content out. Okay, so today, a couple things. Number one, we're going to review the qualifying round that I played last night, which put me in first position at -18. So 9 holes, an eagle on every hole, including 3 hole-in-ones across this, this tournament, which is Snow Mountain. So it's a 9-hole cup. Qualified last night. We'll play our final round on Saturday, and we'll see where we end up. But right now, in first place in this bracket by 3 shots. So what we'll do here is we'll go through the 9 holes. We'll share with you our adjustments and all of the drops, so you have a reference point. Before we get into that, again, I haven't shared on my Dupatrins vlog. If you're watching this for the first time, I had hand surgery. Go to my channel, look up Dupatrins contracture, and you'll see from the very first vlog, which was what is Dupuytren contracture, what is the ailment, and then I've made 3 or 4 other videos on top of that, which is post-surgery, what it looks like, and then I put one out this morning on my first physical therapy appointment, and boy, does my hand hurt today. But this is what it looks like right now currently. There it is. These 2 fingers and my palm with lots of incisions, and we're working on exercises today. So that's beside the point. This video is all about getting some adjustments out for all of you to watch my shots, 9 holes, and here we go. Okay, we are back for hole number 1 and shot number 1. Make sure that we don't have any music on, so I'm going to put that on right now in the background. So there you have it. Hopefully that's not too loud. Microphone looks like it's on, and everything else is working. So hole number 1, we're going to use an extra mile 8. We are playing rookie tier 3, extra mile 8 with a navigator ball. We're going to go 4.5 top spin, 1 right spin, 0% max, and we are going to have the red ring cut the left rough. So here we go. So what we want to do is get in a position where we're not in the wedge range, but unfortunately we do hit it too far, and we are in the wedge range. And you'll see we'll have to do a little bit of an adjustment, but it's not that big of an adjustment because the wind values in rookie aren't that high, so we don't compromise ourselves, so to speak. So you see the red ring right there, cutting that left rough, 2.9 mile adjustment. Make the adjustment, navigator, no overpower, no underpower, hit it perfect, and you'll see that we bounce right over without any issues, and we land perfectly in the middle of the fairway at, what is that, 325 yards. We probably want, before I paused myself, I was going to say we'd want like right around 320 yards, so that 4.5 topspin probably in a tailwind like that would be 4.0 topspin. But into the weekend rounds, we're probably going to have some headwinds and things like that. So we're going to have to manage that topspin to get to about 320 yards. Okay, that's the number you're looking for. So here's shot number 2 on hole number 1. You could see we're in thorn right where we want to be, but then as you move it back, you get into the wedge range. So what we have to do is we have to play some backspin here. So we played it about 4.1 back, 0.1 right, put the ball guide through the hole. I feel as if I should have put the ball guide through the hole a little bit further, and you'll see why here. 3.6 mile an hour wind. We are playing this at minus 10% minimum distance. Minus 10% minimum distance. And again, we would need to hit the ball perfect here. We accomplish that. And you can see it go right in the cup at perfect distance. So that's hole number 1. Again, extra mile 8, navigator, tee shot, 4.5 topspin in with the tailwind. I would say 4.0 topspin, 1 right spin with tailwind on your tee shot in qualifying. But in the weekend, you'll probably have to put more topspin on that to get to that 320-yard mark. And again, 0% max on the tee shot. You're playing the Thorn at about 4 backspin, 0.1 left or right spin at minus 10% min. Get the ball guide into the hole, through the cup, and then hit perfect. Okay, we'll see you on hole number 2. Okay, welcome back to hole number 2 here. This is a par 5. So again, an extra mile 8. We're going to use a Titan ball here, give us a little bit of power 3. We're going to go 3 topspin and 1 right spin. I feel as if the more you can get closer to the right side of the fairway, the better for this second shot angle from the left side of the fairway. So we're going to play this again at 0% max. Red ring's going to cut that left rough. You're going to use a sniper for a second shot at 30% min. But unfortunately, you'll see here, we hit this too far on our drive, which then caused us to go into Goliath range. So I still played it at 30% min, and you'll see the results here in just a moment. So let's go ahead and watch our tee shot. Again, trying to give ourselves a good position here. I had 4 topspin. You can see the 4 topspin and the 1 right spin. Unfortunately, we don't like that because it did not give us. So then what I did was I moved the yellow ring all the way over to the rough line. Okay. Originally, if you go 3 or 4 topspin with 1 or 2 left spin, you'll use the red ring on that left fairway. So here we go. We go 4 topspin, 1 right spin, and you'll notice that perfect right down the middle, and we just roll out too far. So if you get to 364 yards, you're going to be in Goliath range. So that's not exactly what we're looking for. So I'll be right back with shot number 2. Okay, here we are on shot number 2 on hole number 2, par 5. We are looking at 30% at min. But that was what we were hoping for when it came to our sniper. You can see that we're in max distance of our Goliath. So I believe we went 3 backspin and no side spin. 3 backspin, no side spin. And we try to put it about a square to 2 squares short of that 3rd bounce. And then we went 30% at min. We make the pool. Again, not a significant amount. Have to hit it perfect here, which we do. Unfortunately, we just misclubbed everything. So just because we wanted to have the that 30% min was supposed to be for our sniper, but with the Goliath, obviously, we just stuck with the 30% min, and more than likely what we'll have to do there is maybe go 3 backspin, 1 right spin, and 30% at min, or we can go maybe 35% min just to get that ball more to the right-hand side of the green, which gives us a chance at the albatross. But hey, if you can go 9 holes times 2 eagles, right? 9 times, eagle, 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 you're making 18 and you're in the lead. So I'm not disappointed whatsoever on missing that albatross. Pretty straightforward hole. Hit a good drive. You give yourself a chance at making an albatross somehow, or just be really happy with an eagle on that par 5. All right, hole number 3 in just a moment. Okay, everybody, welcome back to hole number 3 here at On the Screws Golf for the Snow Mountain 9-hole Cup. Hole number 3, par 3, sniper, katana ball. We are going to do the rough bump here at 10% at mid, M-I-D, adjustment, and it's going to be a rough bump. All right, so let's get to it. So you play this many different ways. You can play it with a bounce in there. The opponent I played, he used a berserker here with a bounce shot and made a hole-in-one. And I'm like, wow, really nice. But when you can use a katana and make a hole-in-one, what's the value, right? But that's why we have different teachers and, different ways of making holes-in-one on all these different holes. So again, you can see the yellow ring touching and cutting that top of that rough line. You're going to go 10% at mid adjustment off 2.2. You saw that we went 1 top spin and 0.2 left spin, and that left spin helps us get the ball guide into the cup. I shaded it just to the left side of the pin, and you'll see that that came in just dead center perfect, or just slightly to the left center of that pin for the hole-in-one. So let's walk through that one more time. You're going to place that yellow ring at the top of that rough line where it cuts the fairway and the rough. So it doesn't go into the rough, or into the fairway, it stays in the rough. You then go 1 top spin and 0.2 left spin, maneuver your landing spot so that the, again, yellow ring stays in the rough, but the ball guide gets to the hole and it's in the cup. Again, on 2.2, I favored that left-hand side of the pin, and it went exactly where I favored the ball guide to go into the hole. So, again, 10% at mid, rough bump, katana, sniper, 1 top, 0.2 left spin, get the ball guide in the hole. All right. We'll see you here on hole number 4 in just a few minutes. All right, welcome back. Hole number 4 here at On the Screws Golf for the Snow Mountain 9-hole Cup. This is the qualifying round. This is another par 4. It's a technical drive, okay, but pretty straightforward second shot once you navigate that technical drive and get it in the fairway. So let's go ahead and watch. You can do this either way. Do it with a big topper and get it pretty far down there past the bunker on the flat spot, or you can use this extra mile 8 where you're going to go full top spin. You're going to go ahead and do full right spin, and then you're going to do baby curl. But you want to get that yellow ring cutting that rough line in the fairway and the ball guide in the middle of the fairway. All right. So you'll see that we're going to go ahead at 0% max here with a baby curl to the right-hand side of the inner power circle. So let's watch this. Inner circle of the power circle, and you're going to hit perfect. You're at 6 top spin, 3 right spin, baby right curl. See how close that lands and how beautiful that is. No concern to get in the fairway on the left-hand side. All right, so that's shot number 1. We'll be right back with shot number 2. Okay, welcome back for shot number 2 here on hole number 4. This shot, we are going to go ahead with the thorn, okay? We are going to go ahead at 0% mid distance, mid. And we're going to go 2.5 backspin. We're going to go 1 left spin, but with a 3.6 mile an hour wind, okay? You're going to see we do not have a 3.6 mile an hour wind, so we're going to lower the side spin with lower wind. So if you're in the 2s, you'll see I use about a half left spin. With a 3.6 mile an hour wind, we're going to use a full bar of left spin. So here we go. Shot number 2, 0% at mid, 2.5 backspin, and 1/2 left spin. Here's the 2.5 back, 0.5 left. Line it up into the cup. And I leave it. This is where I say I left it a little bit short here, and I almost missed it by it not getting there. So I would put the ball guide much closer next time with the thorn when you're at 2.5 or greater backspin. You know, this is a technical shot. It's a technical club, and it causes you to, it hits where the ball guide is. So you got to be very careful. Hitting a perfect shot here. Again, 0% mid. You can see it just falls over the front edge of the cup. Doesn't hit the stick. Goes in. Eagle. Again, 4 for 4 on eagle. So eagle on 1, hole number 2, hole number 3, and now hole number 4. So again, let's go through it. Extra mile 8 with a katana, 6 top, 3 right. Baby inside curl, but 0% max. You want to get to about 362 to 364. And then the yellow ring does cut that top rough and fairway. On the thorn shot, you're going to be at 0% mid, 2.5 backspin. And again, if you're at 3.6 or greater miles per hour, you're going to go 1 full left spin. If you're in the 2 mile an hour range, you're going to do a 1/2 left spin. And you can see based off of your thorn level and the ball guide, you're going to have to be very cautious about making sure you place it in the right spot to make that eagle. Okay, hole number 5 coming up in just a moment. All right, welcome back. Welcome back to On the Screws Golf here. Snow Mountain 9-hole cup tournament, rookie division, tier 3. This is hole number 5, one of my most favorite holes in the entire game, okay? And it's just consistent, it's replicable, and not everyone is technically savvy to pull these type of rough bump shots off. But luckily, we were on this account. So we're going to do a Goliath rough bump. And again, Goliath is my favorite club when it comes to long irons. And I've always loved it, and I'll use it as often as I can compared to the Grizzly or other long iron clubs. My favorite of all time. Don't like the Backbone and things like that. But to each his own, right? That's just my public service announcement. So we're going to go Goliath rough bump with a navigator. We're going to go 6.1 top spin, 1 left spin, 10% mid adjustment. So the green inner ring, okay, is going to be, again, cutting the rough line and the fairway. So you're going to move that inner green ring, cutting that fairway and rough line. You're going to get the ball guide up into the hole and past the hole, and you're going to have to offset this a little bit. 3.5 miles an hour, you're going to offset the ball guide outside the cup. But with this 2 mile an hour wind, or in the 2s, we offset it to the left of the stick, inside the cup, left edge, and you'll see the result here. So here we go. And again, it's wind dependent. So this is 3.3. So we offset it, but we stayed inside the cup. 6.1 top spin, 1 left spin. This is where it gets really tricky. How do you get 0.1, right? So you have to start all over again, get your wits about you, get your fingers to stop shaking. There it is. 6.1, 1 left. Find out where the green inner ring is. Where's the cup? There it is. Try to get it inside the cup, but left of the stick. There it is. You can pretty much see about 90% of that cup, the ball guide on the inner left edge. 3.3, which was a 10% at mid adjustment. And again, on these shots, you have got to hit perfect. If you do not hit perfect, you could be in significant trouble. Just a nice little rollout, and you can see it pretty much went in right where we aimed the ball guide. So there it was. So my opponent on this one, he also used a berserker here, and he bounced it over, and he made the hole-in-one with a berserker as well. So I think I played him twice on the par threes, one on number 3, and then again here on number 5. And he used berserkers both times on par threes, and he made them both. So good for him. All right, that is hole number 5. Again, hole-in-one. So we are 5 for 5 on eagles. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. At 10 under after 5 with 4 to play. See you back here in just a moment for hole number 6. Okay, everybody. Welcome back. Hole number 6, par 5. We are in the Snow Mountain 9-hole Cup here at On the Screws Golf. And what we're going to do is play a EM8. We're going to do a Titan ball. We're going to play the tee shot at 0% max. We're going to play the second shot at 0% max, so you don't have to worry about elevations and all that. But we are going to use the big dog just so we don't have to overpower and do all that crazy stuff. So we want the distance. So my sniper at max is 172 yards. The big dog 8, which I have, is at 180. So that 8 yards difference is significant when it comes to a long hole such as this par 5. So here we go. Let's take a look at the drive. So what we're going to do is full top spin, no left, no right spin, just full top spin. Get that yellow ring cutting that rough line and the fairway again. 6 top spin, just like that. We're going to move it over as far as we can. Get it away from that left rough. Here we go. That yellow ring may be creeping just slightly into the rough line. Be careful with that. We are at 0% max, 3.9 wind. Gentle pull. Again, no overpower because you don't want to press it and get into the rough line. And here we go. Helping wind, so it pushes us more to the right. Keeps it significantly away from that left rough line. You see right down the middle of the fairway at 374 yards. All right, pretty straightforward. So we'll be right back with the big dog shot number 2. Not my best, but you'll see what we do here. Okay, welcome back to shot number 2 here on this par 5. Number 6, big dog, 0% max. What we're going to do here is we're going to have half of the red ring in that left rough at the 3-yard mark. Okay. And, you know, what I did was, you know, I was playing around here trying to see what I wanted to do. So we're going to go full left spin, which is 2. And you can see that I got half that red ring in there, but it's at the plus 8-yard mark. I was thinking about putting it at the plus 3. And you'll see what happens here. 0% max. And we do about 3/4 of the ball curl to the left. We hit it great right. Little counteraction, but at the same time, great balls never really go where you want them to. And a little bit powerful there. So maybe 0 top spin, and that puts us right in the middle of the green for an easy putt. So we had to chip that in, no problems, make an eagle, and we are 6 for 6 on eagles, 12 under after 6, and this is where we start separating and start leading our little qualifying division. So we will see you here on hole number 7, which again is a par 3 for another hole-in-one. Be right back. Okay, welcome back. This is hole number 7, which is not one of my favorite holes. Okay, it's a very difficult double bounce over, and you have to make sure not only are you precise, but you have to be very, very, very careful about the speed coming in with your second bounce. So I thought mine was coming in a little bit too hard, yet at the same time, we were able to successfully navigate that and make the hole-in-one. So sniper, navigator, 15% at max, okay? You're going to see a 4.5 backspin, 0.8 right spin, okay? 4.5 backspin, 0.8 right spin, 15% at max. Let's go. All right, here we go. 4.5 backspin, power 1 ball navigator, 0.8 to the right, and the ball guide into the cup. There it is. Just like, oh, I thought I had it there. Okay. 2.4 mile an hour. Very fortunate that it was a low wind. These this is qualifying, so the final round is not going to be as generous. 2.4 mile an hour winds. It's not going to be that way. 15% at max. Perfect ball. Bounce, bounce, and that was coming in pretty quick there. Very fortunate to get that ball to go into the left half of that hole and not get a 360 swirly and have it come out. So very fortunate to make that one. Trust me, I'm very, very well aware of it, but it did go in. We did get another hole in one, which is equated to an eagle on a par 3, 7 for 7, minus 14. So we'll see in just a moment for hole number 8. Okay, hole number 8. We have a, why is my computer completely, why is my face absolutely frozen? Oh, look at that. Isn't that friendly? All right, I'm going to pause this and see if I can get this fixed. I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Here we go. I am back. Hello, you can see me now. That was really interesting. Hopefully you can hear me the entire time versus only see me frozen. But I don't think anybody's watching me and my expressions. I think they're worried about getting the adjustments and watching the holes. So here we go. Hole number 8. And again, you play this conservatively and bounce it over and then rough bump it out to the top of the hill and play at 20% at max. Or what you can do is hit a berserker all the way down there and try to get it on the green or at least close to the green. And that's the angle that I went with. I chose a berserker, full topspin to the, one right spin and, full overpower. Now, the concern here is if I didn't hit the rough like I did next to that bunker, I think I go all the way through the green, over the hill, and into the water. So you have to be very careful with landing positions and the amount of topspin that you have on these shots, especially when you're using power 5 balls, extra topspin, etc. So look at that wind I have, 5.1. I probably didn't need to really do much overpower, especially with a 5.1 mile an hour wind. I really didn't focus too much on that wind. And it almost, I was very fortunate to get the bounce in that right rough next to the bunker and roll out short of the green. So you'll see that here. So adjusted a little bit over to the left for the wind, little baby curl, quarter of a ball, and luckily hit it perfect on a full overpower power 5 ball. See how far down that bounces, and way down there. If that hits in the fairway, that could potentially all the way through the green, over that back into the lake. So very lucky that I was able to hit that rough line and just roll out gently. So caution, be careful with berserkers. Okay, here we go on the second shot. I did not play this. I played this at 0, okay? But I did play it at mid, 0 mid, and I did adjust off the 3.1. So that's max, that's min, that's mid. So I did put it through the ball guide through the hole, right dead center. Did not adjust off of any elevation, just off 0. I think that was like 9.8, something like that. See the ring's so small that the adjustment is going to be so minimal, it's not going to be that big of a deal. But it always is nice to be prepared and measure out whether you're at max, mid, or min, and actually do the process of adjusting the ring so you're guaranteed that it goes in. So hit that perfect, dead center, the right adjustments, 0 down that close elevation, and we again 8 for 8 on eagles, 16 under, heading into number 9. See you in just a moment. Okay, here we are, hole number 9. We are going to play this with an extra mile and a Titan. We're going to play full top spin and 1 left spin, and unfortunately, you're going to see that we go all the way through the rough line, and we have to hit a Nirvana out on our second shot, which completely took away my strategy of trying to get an albatross here on hole number 9. But that's what happens. So 0% max, yellow ring cuts the left rough, and you'll see here on the replay. Just watch this. So my opponent said unlucky, and they hit a marlin ball all the way down in the middle, and they had a really nice second shot attempt or viewpoint. And I don't know why they said unlucky. Well, it may have, in the game, knew that I was going to hit it all the way into the rough, and it played the unlucky part early, if that makes sense, the emoji. Or they were playing someone like me, and they saw the banners and said, oh, unlucky. I don't know. But watch this. And it just hits that little glitch roll right there, and boom, it's gone. So just about 2 yards too far on the bounces, and then it just took off and went right into the rough. Not a big deal. Let's see on shot number 2. All right, here's our final shot for the round other than a putt. So like we said, we rolled through the fairway, so we have a Nirvana. I'm going to play this at 5% min adjustment. And again, this was a significantly high wind, 4.5 miles an hour. I did not offset, so you're going to see me finish to the right of the hole here because of that wind push. And again, I only did a 5% min adjustment because I wanted to have a rough bump with the sniper. But again, by getting that glitch roll and too far into the rough line, you're stuck with a Nirvana. So 5% min on the rough bump with a sniper was my intention. So you see here, Nirvana 6. So what do? I go 2, what do I do? 1 and 1. No, I didn't like that. So I wanted to go 1 and 2. So 0.1 and 2. And I left that about 2 squares short, okay? But it's into the hole. You can see that 4.5 mile an hour wind. That's a big push. So when it adjusts and hits, that bounce doesn't really bounce there on that second bounce. It bounces more to the right. So I didn't take that into consideration to give myself a chance. But you'll see here, I do hit a perfect shot out of the rough. Bounce way to the right. And you can see that's not even close. And that is all about extra wind push, right? So I adjusted it perfect. I hit it perfect. Again, from that angle and that wind, 5% min is not even enough. But also you have to have an offset with that depth of wind, 4.5 or greater. So that's it, folks. That's where we finished up. We happen to, like I said, we finished at minus 18. We are in a first position category by 3 shots. You can see it ranged from minus 11 all the way through 12, 13, 14, 15, 15, and 18. Let's see where our 15s fell apart here. 1, 5, and 7 had an albatross on 2, and then he went 4, 5, 7, and 8, where he made birdies, or she. 14s, 5 birdies, an albatross, 2 eagles, 3 eagles. So again, our card pretty consistent across the board. 9 twos is 18. So very happy with that. Look forward to maybe another account this evening, but I wish the best of luck to all of you in your qualification round and then in the final round on Saturday. So with that being said, have a wonderful night. Thank you for watching. If you like the content, like the video, thumbs up, make a comment if you choose to. If you are not subscribed, this is one of your first times here, by all means, hit and smash and jam the subscription button or subscribe button. And if you don't like it over time, you can always unsubscribe. But I promise you, you probably won't unsubscribe, because we have a fun channel here when we do go live, and the content and the play is fun. Again, one time more. This video, American Honey Sting and American Honey. Not only does the product taste great, it goes down smooth, but with American Honey Sting and the Ghost Pepper, it has a kick. So I will see you later tonight for another qualifier. And until then, everybody, have a great night. All right, everybody, welcome to On the Screws Golf. We'd like to thank you for being here on the stream. So what? And welcome to DCF&P, baby. And again, thank you so much for attending, and please consider subscribing.